Hello everybody and welcome to the next episode of Let's Learn EU4. In today's episode we're going to be focusing on the Holy Roman Empire, which is this kind of big blob of countries here. And the first thing we should really talk about is what is the Holy Roman Empire. And the Holy Roman Empire is basically a kind of political union that kind of formed after the fall of the original Roman Empire. And the way it works in this game is there is always an emperor of the empire. That emperor will be insanely powerful because they are getting money and sort of manpower from all these other countries that are within the empire. Also in the empire are electors, which are people who, when the current emperor dies, will vote for which country has the new emperor. And if we start a game as Austria right here, Austria is historically the main emperor for the entire sort of reign of it. So we're gonna just hop in here as Austria. Wait for this to load, and I will show you a little bit more about it. So you can see straight off the bat, Austria has a lot of men here, is making a decent amount of money. And if we go into the Holy Roman Empire, Austria is the current leader, the emperor. And you also have this little tab down here, which is the Holy Roman Empire tab. If we click on this, this is the main sort of interface for the empire. And I'm going to talk you through all this sort of stuff. So right now you can see that Austria, Friedrich III von Habsburg is the emperor, who is Austrian. Now, here we go. The emperor may take the following diplomatic actions. This is against countries. Bestow Imperial Grace. This is going to cost you, I think, 5 Imperial Authority, which is used to do many things, and in return will give them a huge relationship boost against you. So, if you need someone in the Empire to like you, you can use your Imperial Authority for that. Also, to enforce religious unity. Now, this is kind of something that won't happen for the first couple of hours you're playing, but when sort of countries in the empire go, say, Protestant, they aren't the religion of the empire, which right now is Catholic. So you can ask them and enforce them to change back to your religion, and if they don't, you'll get a casus belli against them, which lets you go to war. You can also grant an electorate, which means if one of these countries, say, is annexed, then there will be one less elected than there is supposed to be. And you can give that electorate to whichever country in the HRE you like. So this can be very good for kind of, I don't know, maybe giving it to your vassal is a good way to keep you in power. The next one is grant free city status. Now, there are already a couple of free cities to begin with, but these are 1 province minors. Say Nuremberg here, 1 province. If I expand these, it is already a free city actually, but making it a free city means that it can only ever have this one thing. If it gets another province, it will stop being a free city, but it gives it trade and lots of kind of bonuses, and in response you'll get called into any wars against it, which is good because the way you're going to build up this Imperial Authority is to stop people annexing each other and to release vassals and things like that. You want kind of the Holy Roman Empire to be as broken up as possible. The more countries, the more princes, the more Imperial Authority you get. But that's a free city status. It's good for relationship as well. The next thing we can do is demand unlawful territory. And I can't do this right now, but later on you'll see. These sort of areas here mean this is part of the Holy Roman Empire, in that this province is part of the empire. But this province does not belong to a member of the empire. This province belongs to Burgundy, and Burgundy is not in the Holy Roman Empire. So we can ask for Burgundy to give this back to the empire, and they'll say no, and then we'll have a war over it. But again, if we can get provinces back into the empire, that will also give us some Imperial Authority, which is always good. And you can also, if we annex a province, say here, we can add that to the empire, and that's another way to get authority. The next thing, being emperor gives the following benefits. You get more spy offense, more prestige, another advisor, another leader, another diplo relation, and based on the amount of princes and free cities, they will give you more tax, manpower, and force limits. Basically, you are the defender of the entire empire, so if anyone outside the empire attacks anyone in the empire, you will get called into that war. And you should join and win, and maybe add some more regions to the empire, and then you'll get more Imperial Authority. Now, why is Imperial Authority important? Well, you can see this as current amount we're getting every month due to a few things, but you need at least 50% Imperial Authority to make a reform. And you can see you have to do these in order. The first one, the Emperor gets 5% less build costs, 5% less development costs, and members also get that. And it gives you a casus belli on non-members holding Imperial territory. For example, Burgundy. And if I go over here, you can see there is not enough support in the Diet for reform, with 19 being for it and 36 against. As your Imperial Authority gains, more people will be for it, and also if you improve relations with countries, they will start voting for you in these reforms. But you need 50% to do that. And the reason you want to do that is because the further down these get, the better they get for you. You see the next one, Emperor gets one more diplomatic relations, and members get -2 unrest. And then it keeps going. See 20% extra tax there. Disallow internal HRE wars. This is important because it means countries won't get annexed, which means people won't get mad at you for letting them be annexed. So it makes it a lot easier for you there. The next one, this is a treaty of religious peace. We'll get onto this later, but this is what I talked about with opposite religions. And the HRE is now always inherited by the same country. If you make this reform, you are emperor forever, which is very good. The next one, all members of the Holy Roman Empire will become our direct vassals or leave the empire, giving us claim on their lands. That's insane. The next one is the big one. Unite the Holy Roman Empire to one country. So all provinces in the HRE become one country and you play as that country. So this is why you're going to want to go down here. The next thing we're going to talk about is the electors, which are the people who are voting for you. Right now you can see these electors vote. Bohemia, Brandenburg, Cologne, etc, etc. And this is the important number. This shield shows who they're currently voting for. So everyone is voting for me except Brandenburg, which is voting for itself. And this number here means how many points you are winning or losing by. So you can see we are 45 points above Brandenburg for the one they want to be the emperor. Brandenburg places us 30 below itself, with us coming second. And the way you improve this is get more Imperial Authority and also improve relations. For example, I could bestow Imperial Grace. That will cost 1, improve our relations. If I now skip ahead a little bit to next month, you can see they're all kind of changing now because I've unpaused. And Brandenburg, there we go. We are now, it will tick over next month, or when it next updates. But we're now, you see 208 points to Brandenburg's 198. And everyone's kind of just fallen apart here, which happens. And this is a game you have to play, you have to play the diplomatic game. Which is why Austria and the Emperor get a lot more diplomats. Because this is what they have to do. The next thing we are going to talk about, just looking at this list, is Imperial Authority. Now, the ways to get more Imperial Authority. You can see here it gives you a brief overview game by having a large number of states that are members, the members being at peace, provinces joining, and emperors from the same country. And this is what it's lost by. I'm also going to put up a JPEG, like right here, that gives a more extensive list of what you need to become to get more Imperial Authority. So you can have a look at that there. The next thing is the League War. So you can see we got a new cardinal. Religion. Everyone is Catholic in Europe. Soon they will become Protestant. And I don't know if I can actually, I don't think I can change this right now. No. When Protestantism becomes available and people can turn Protestant, if they're in the Empire, it will start a league. There will be the Catholic League and the Protestant League. I'm actually going to make take a quick cut here, and when I come back, I will show you the league overview. Okay, and here you can see the league overview. This is the same as the HRE page, you get to it the same way. But when the league starts, you can see right now, this is the very start of it. We're in the Catholic League because we are Catholic and we're also the Emperor. The Emperor becomes the leader of the Catholic League. And the first, I think, elector in the HRA, or it might be the first prince that turns Protestant, is the leader of the Protestant League. And the way this works is we were at a religious war between Catholics and Protestants. Now the interesting thing here is any country in Europe, say France, can join one of these leagues and will then get involved in wars involving those leagues. And the reason this is important is that once a league will win, example, if any of us declare war on any of them, it will start a league war and everyone will get called in. The winner of that war will change the religion of the Holy Roman Empire to the side that wins. If the Protestant wins, it becomes Protestant. If the Catholics win, it becomes Catholic. And then any people that are of the other religion get kicked out of the HRE or are forced to change religion. It's a very important process that happens, and you want to win that if you're the Emperor, because if you don't, you are no longer the Emperor, and that's not good. But that is kind of the everything you need to know about the HRE. It's a very diplomatic game. It's kind of cool if you can stay all the way to the end and unite the countries. And when you get into league wars, watch out because France and everyone else can jump in. But there you go, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.